Building and keeping a good reputation is one of the main goals of public relations in architecture companies. Long-term architectural projects need to be worked on together with clients, other partners, and the public. Public relations that work well can help the company become known as a trustworthy partner, which is important for getting new projects and staying ahead of the competition in the field. Professionals in public relations are very important for building and maintaining a company's image. They work closely with architects and project teams to learn about the specifics of each project, figure out what the most important messages are, and come up with ways to get the firm's knowledge and ideas across. Public relations professionals can boost a company's good qualities and accomplishments by using different ways of communicating, like media sources, social media, and community involvement. This makes the company look better in the public's eyes. What you need to know about architecture public relations. In the architecture business, public relations includes a variety of tasks and plans used to get the firm's message across, interact with key stakeholders, and change how the public sees the firm. Come with me as I talk about the most important parts of building PR. Building relationships with reporters and media outlets is what media relations is all about. A big part of design public relations is working with the media. Architects can get more media coverage, be seen by more people, and reach a larger audience by building strong ties with journalists and media outlets. Public relations professionals work closely with reporters to pitch story ideas, give expert advice, and set up interviews with architects and other project partners. If you're wondering how to apply these concepts, our customized marketing course for the architecture sector is designed to give you actionable insights, complete with real-life examples to avoid costly mistakes. Check out the link in the description and the first pinned comment. Press statements are an important part of working with the media. They give reporters short, interesting details about architectural projects, company achievements, or industry trends that are worth writing about. Public relations experts write catchy news releases that talk about what makes the project special, how it will affect the community or the environment, and any new design features. Architectural firms can get valuable coverage and media interest by sending press releases to specific news sources. When reporters want to write about an architectural project, public relations experts are very helpful because they set up conversations, give reporters project materials, and make sure they can get to the resources they need. Keeping good relationships with the media is a good way for architectural firms to get their word out to more people and show off their skills. Making content and sharing stories. Creating interesting stories. Making material and telling stories are important parts of architecture public relations in the digital age. Architects and public relations experts work together to create interesting and useful material that shows off the firm's work, design philosophy, and expertise. Then this material is shared on a number of channels, such as websites, social media, blogs, and trade magazines. Architectural companies use a variety of content types to keep people interested. Things like blog posts, infographics, and virtual tours are all part of this. Architectural companies can effectively get their message across by making content that is both visually appealing and full of useful information. They can show how the design was made, draw attention to environmentally friendly or new features, and give information about the architecture ideas behind a project. In design public relations, telling stories is a powerful tool. Public relations experts can make building projects more interesting and memorable for the public by telling stories about them. They talk about the problems that came up during the planning and building stages, how they affected the neighborhood, and how the built environment changed. By making an emotional connection between the project and the audience, good storytelling makes the architectural company and its work easier to understand and more interesting. Engagement of stakeholders and community relations. A big part of architecture public relations is working with partners and getting to know people in the community well. Clients, locals, government officials, neighborhood groups, and environmental groups are all examples of stakeholders. Public relations experts help people talk to each other, address concerns, and work together with stakeholders to make sure that architectural projects meet the needs and goals of the community. Architects work with people who have a stake in the project by holding public meetings, workshops, and talks, among other things. These interactions give the company a chance to hear what the community has to say, address their worries, and use their ideas in the design process. Getting people involved in the early stages of a project can help architectural companies build trust, encourage teamwork, and give people a sense of ownership in the project. I'm curious about how these strategies work in practice. Our customized marketing course for the architecture sector is the perfect place to explore them further, with real-world examples guiding the way. The course link is in the description and the first pinned comment. As part of community relations, architects must also attend local events, back community projects, and contribute to the overall health of the neighborhoods where their projects are based. Public relations workers work closely with community groups, sponsor local events, and start partnerships that are good for both the company and the community. This activity helps the company become known as a good business citizen and improves its reputation with important groups. The next part will talk about public relations tactics for different stages of a project, such as pre-construction, construction, and post-construction. These tactics are very important for controlling how people see architectural projects, dealing with problems, and celebrating their successes. How to handle public relations for architecture projects. Public relations plans are very important for controlling how people see things and making sure that building projects are successful. From the planning stages to the celebrations after construction is finished, public relations experts use a variety of strategies to keep people informed about projects, address concerns, and honor architectural firms' successes. Let's look at the most important things to do at each stage of a building project. During the pre-construction phase, people are getting excited and interested. The pre-construction phase is a good time for architecture companies to get people excited about and interested in their projects. Public relations experts work together with architects and project teams to create a strategic communication plan that gets the project's goal, design concept, and expected effects across clearly. In this stage, public relations professionals work with local media, writers, and influential people to get the project covered by the media and get people talking about it. Press releases, media pitches, and press interviews are all ways to talk about a project, point out its unique design features, and stress how good it will be for the community. Having events to start the project and site tours can get more people involved and get people excited. These events give important people, like investors, local officials, and community members, a chance to see the project's promise for themselves. Public relations experts plan these events, make sure that the media shows up, and make sure that the project's main messages get across clearly. Phase of construction. Handling public opinion and problems. The building part of an architectural project often comes with its own problems, like noise, disruptions, and possible problems for the people who live nearby. During this time, public relations strategies focus on managing how the public sees things, addressing concerns, and keeping lines of communication open with stakeholders. During the building phase, it's important to keep everyone up to date on the project and set goal dates. Public relations experts work together with architects, project managers, and building teams to keep the public and other important people up to date on a regular basis. This can be done with newsletters, press announcements, social media posts, and websites just for the project. Architects can keep a good relationship with the public and reduce negative views by keeping them informed about building progress, possible delays, and expected completion dates. Public relations experts are also very important when it comes to answering questions and concerns that people have about building. They make sure that concerns are heard and taken care of quickly by being the link between the firm, the building team, and the community. Architects can show they care about open communication and build trust by interacting with people in the community, holding informational events, and giving people ways to give feedback. We've covered a lot today, and if you're looking for more, our customized marketing course for the architecture sector is packed with additional insights and examples. Check out the course link in the description and the first pinned comment.